Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in.
Today we will be covering Anthropic's new Claude Tag that lives inside Slack, Meta's $299 AI glasses launch, Google DeepMind's filmmaking partnership with A24, and Reflection AI's massive compute deal with SpaceX AI. Let's start with Anthropic, which just rolled out Claude Tag, a beta service that turns Claude into something much closer to an actual coworker inside Slack. The idea is simple on the surface. You tag a Claude in a channel, and it picks up the work. But under the hood, this is a meaningful shift. Claude Tag builds persistent context from the channels it's allowed to read, remembers relevant information across conversations, plans future tasks, and operates under its own channel-scoped identity with spend controls. Ambient mode is off by default, so it isn't silently listening to everything unless admins enable it. TechCrunch described it as an always-on Claude for Slack, and it's available now in beta for Claude Enterprise and Claude Team customers, including those accessing Claude through AWS Marketplace. A few details make this more than just another chatbot integration. It's multiplayer, meaning anyone in a channel can tag Claude, see what it's been working on, and continue the thread. Admins can scope access per channel and per tool, so a Claude operating in a legal channel can't seed memories into engineering, for example. Anthropic's framing is that working with Claude Tag should feel like, quote, working with a real colleague, end quote, one that produces work in public view rather than in private DMs. That's a direct shot at Microsoft's Copilot and Work IQ strategy, and it reframes Slack history as something closer to executable organizational memory. The stakes here are about whether companies are willing to let an AI agent persist inside their most sensitive internal conversations. Next up, Meta launched a new line of AI glasses simply called Meta Glasses, starting at $299. These are displayless, sold under Meta's own brand instead of Ray-Ban or Oakley, and they're rolling out across 26 styles spanning different colors, lenses, and frames. The hardware includes a camera, open-ear speakers, a multi-mic array, a dedicated Meta AI button, and over 8 hours of claimed battery life, with a charging case extending that to about 40 hours. Meta's launch line was blunt, quote, glasses are the most exciting hardware category of the AI era, end quote. The bigger story is the price and the AI inside. At $299, Meta is widening the funnel dramatically, compared to something like Snap's recently announced consumer specs at $195. And this is also the debut vehicle for Meta AI powered by Muse Spark, which can answer contextual questions, understand what the wearer is seeing, and handle hands-free tasks. Meta is also adding dynamic photo, pedestrian navigation for displayless glasses, and live translation for 14 new languages including Japanese, Mandarin, Hindi, and Korean. The bet is that the first mainstream AI device after the smartphone won't be a bulky headset, it'll be glasses that look basically normal. Whether buyers care enough to wear an always-listening camera on their face is the open question, but at $299, Meta is clearly trying to find out fast. Moving over to Hollywood, Google DeepMind and indie film studio A24 announced a partnership to co-develop AI tools and workflows for filmmakers. According to the Wall Street Journal, Google is also investing $75 million in A24 as part of the arrangement. A24 will help shape the workflows, while DeepMind brings the research, infrastructure, and reach. Demis Hassabis framed the goal as working with filmmakers, quote, from the beginning, end quote, to support authentic storytelling, rather than dropping finished tools on the industry and hoping they stick. The most important detail here, and the one likely aimed at calming Hollywood's nerves, is that Reuters reported this is not an IP or data training deal, and filmmakers retain creative control. That matters, because the broader industry remains deeply skeptical about AI's effect on labor, authorship, and training rights. This follows other big moves in the space, including Netflix buying Ben Affleck's AI filmmaking company Interpositive, and Amazon MGM launching its own AI unit. A24 carries a lot of prestige with filmmakers and audiences, so DeepMind getting that stamp of legitimacy is strategically valuable, assuming the collaboration produces tools that working directors and editors actually want to use. Finally, Reflection AI, an NVIDIA-backed open-source AI lab, signed a compute deal with SpaceX AI worth up to $6.3 billion. Reflection gets immediate access to NVIDIA GB300 chips and supporting hardware at the Colossus 2 data center near Memphis. The structure is $150 million per month, starting July 1st and running through 2029, with either side able to walk away after the first 3 months on 90 days' notice. That escape hatch is unusual at this scale and gives both companies real flexibility if the economics or the models shift. The reason this stands out is who's buying. Open-weight frontier labs have historically been seen as the scrappier, lower-resourced alternative to closed labs like OpenAI and Anthropic. Reflection committing to hyperscale compute at this level signals that the open-source side is no longer content to just release models. They are spending like the closed labs to actually compete at the frontier. It's also a notable customer win for SpaceX AI's Colossus 2 facility, and another data point in how concentrated frontier AI compute is becoming around a handful of megaclusters.
Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.